Hello, everyone. Um, Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation, or like a scuffed version I found in a trash compactor as a DVD in like a back alley or something. But now, seriously, this this is technically not really LobCorp. This is a remake of the game that I've made. Um, I want to mention a few things before I go and showcase this because that's essentially what this is. It's a showcase. I wanted to say sorry for the mic quality, sorry for my voice. It's probably going to be extremely annoying to have to deal with. I'm not used to like talking. I'm not used to to recording it whatnot. In case you haven't realized, this is like my first time trying it. Actually, my third because the other ones were scuffed, way too scuffed. Um, I'm gonna try my best to like articulate everything, to speak as loudly as I can. I'm currently residing in a dorm, which means there's neighbors. Obviously, they might be hearing me right now. Who cares? But um, another thing I want to mention is that not everything here is mine, right? So essentially, I will not be able to upload this, the source or the project files. I don't think I'll be able to upload them. I don't know the law personally, but something tells me that this is not legal if I were to upload this, because what I'm doing essentially is is it's another form of piracy. I think no, I'm making their game with their assets and then uploading it. It's the same thing. Well, if I were to remake the whole thing, it's essentially the same thing then as playing their game. It's probably a worse version, sure, but it's not their assets. If it wasn't their assets, if I had remade everything from scratch, then maybe I could have a case, right? But I'm not gonna be able to upload this, so that's unfortunate. Which means this won't be like a case of like you know curious programmers that want to know maybe how LobCorp was made, which it's not a too difficult game to program. I don't think it does take time, obviously, but for people that were maybe curious, there will be no code. I'm sorry. Unless maybe Project Moon approves or something, I don't know. The only way I can maybe think of making this legal is if if I can make an installer for the code. So it's pretty scuffed already, but okay. If I were to make like an installer of some kind, or like a launcher or whatever, for the project files, but that program checked if you had the legal game already installed, for example, like a mod, as if this was a mod, then maybe that would be legal or something. But I would not bet on it. Um, like I said, this is a showcase. I know I'm dragging this a lot. I just want to go slowly, so I can actually articulate my words, and so you can actually understand me, right? Um, I don't think the game is too loud. It actually might be. I have lowered the audio cut a lot. I just hope I just hope you can hear it. That's the one thing I'm not sure. Well, we'll select this, right? If you can hear the audio, that's not too bad. It's essentially just a game, right? Just you can picture it if you've played the whole game, right? Anyways, let's get on with it, right? Tutorial doesn't work. Options are bareborn, and continue goes to day 9 because it's where I was last time when I tried to do this. Now I'm guessing some people might think, okay, why, right? Why not just make your own game or something? Um, well, I'm not really one to like draw and to design games. I'm not the best at understanding and developing mechanics and drawing things, sprites and whatnot. I haven't modeled anything in my life yet. Okay, and it's pretty visible that way. The, Sorry, it's pretty visible that that's the case because if you were to look at this guy, poor James, he's miscarriaged, as you can see. He does not look good. right? Especially comparing the base game ones, he does not look good. I drew him myself, unfortunately. Um, and there are very few things that are mine that I've drawn because I was too naive at first, right? And thought I could just draw everything. But weapons, for example, and abnormalities are not mine. I just straight up booted as a studio, loaded the game, and just got everything from there. And let me tell you, holy shit, some of the names they gave abnormalities, oh, I wish I could go and fucking talk to the person that named them, holy shit. But anyways, the game functions the same as LobCorp, mostly, right? Um, the animations might be a bit scuffed, of course, I've also animated them, how could you tell, right? Um, the audio is also not mine, surprising, I know. But it works, right? I am, like I said, a programmer. There's very few bugs here for now, right? As soon as I add more things, obviously bugs will show up. And I regularly just play the game, which is a bit boring to be honest, because there's nothing really interesting in the game yet. There's no bosses, none of that. Only like a few ordeals. But I do play it regularly just to check if there's bugs and things like that, right? And I am proud of a lot of this. I mean, it's not just. I don't think it's just anyone that can go ahead and just remake a whole game, right? Again, it's not whole, but it's a lot of this done. The core mechanics are done. I don't think at least. I might be wrong on that. Maybe I'm just too naive. But I've added a lot of abnormalities, you can see here. There's also an infinite roll button just sort of for testing and things like that. But I'm not going to be able to showcase everything. Unfortunately, the video is not going to be. It's going to be like 2 hours if I showcase everything, and I don't have the energy to do that. I think I'm speaking too fast again. So there is one thing I at least wanted to show, right? Just one tiny thing. First, let me go give myself a lot of flow points. Yes, if I was in JSON, I can just edit it all at once. When I finish this, maybe I'll like, it's only an encryption, is it? Well, it won't be JSON. Also, it's really tiring, talking so constantly, so loudly. And I know my voice is pretty, how do I say this? Not the most clear. But let's just skip a few days so I can maybe show a few things. Because like I said, this is a very short showcase. I won't be able to show everything. But there's like two things I want to show. Right? One, I won't be able to show. So it's three things I want to show, which isn't showing one of them. I just want to say I'm very proud of my pathfinding. It's not the best, but it's pretty nice. I just gotta say, it works definitely. It very works. Uh, but the things I wanted to maybe show is a new ordeal I just kind of got from Limbusi, right? Which is gold. So this is actually just a prototype for things that what happens. For things that I can't fucking type apparently. For things that I can ordeal that I can add to the game, which is this, for example. This guy here, you might recognize him. He's a T Corp lad that we got from Olympus as an imagined one. The way it works, or the way I made them work, is that's loud. Is every time he shoots that little thing on his arm. He steals time from people, right? Or from randos and things like that. That means that he gets a buff that makes him faster. Wait, what the fuck? Alright. That means he gets a buff that makes him faster. and his targets will become slower. His limits is like 8 times the speed, I think. I can't remember. They can become really fast. His whole design philosophy is essentially just snowballing. Um, the longer he lives, the faster he becomes. He also does like 2 to 3 or so pale damage, which isn't much. But I thought maybe let's not make it too high because one is gonna hit really fast, and two, pale damage I think is calculated in accordance to HP, if I'm not mistaken. But that's pretty much all they do. Um, a little bit too fast for. Did I not make move buffs? Oh, whatever. I'm gonna make those quiet. So a few things I want to talk about. Um, oh, first, thanks for coming for my TED talk, I guess. I know I'm really awkward with these things. I just wanted to get this out of the way. Because essentially, the biggest reason why I'm doing this is mostly just validation, right? For one, I don't think many people will actually see this, but ones that do, um, I don't know. Really, I don't know. It's weird. I am tired though, a bit. I am planning to continue to develop this, um, and I am planning to add more things as time goes on. I'm probably not gonna make any more videos with this, right? That's a bug right there. um, because actually, let's make this interesting to watch. Actually, as I'm rambling on about whatever. But essentially, um, I don't even know what I'm saying really. I'm really disorganized with this. I should have probably made a script before going and making this rambling video. Um, but essentially, I just want to showcase. Really, that's it. I'm proud of what I've done, and I will continue to make more. And um, maybe if someone's interested in, I don't know, wants to see their own Abno or something, I think it would probably be better if I was just a modder. I think if you want to see your own abnormality in the game, you should probably just mod the game, or like ask someone to mod the game. The whole reason I'm doing this is just for personal, what's it called? It's a personal reason, right? It's for me to get better and to learn how to code. That's the whole reason why I made this. I am proud of it personally, but I know not a lot of people actually think it's that interesting, because it's the same thing for like I don't know, a GPU or something, right? You see a GPU and you're like, yep, that's a GPU, but then someone remakes the whole GPU like out of like spare parts or something. You're like, sure, that's kind of interesting, but it's just a GPU, right? You can buy those at the store. And it's kind of the same thing, right? It's sure you've remade the whole game, but the entire game is like on Steam. You could just buy it for a few bucks. Um, but yeah, again, that argument doesn't really go anywhere, because I'm not here for the game. I'm not here to upload this. I'm not here for recognition. Although what I'm doing right now might seem contradictory. What I'm essentially doing is just learning the programming thingies, and with the things I've made, I know they're not exceptional, right? They're not like Rain World's levels of interesting, like procedural animations and things like that. But I think I can be proud, personally. And maybe you'll find this interesting too. Maybe you like Project Moon games, and you also want to be like a programmer or something. Um, then I guess I can maybe suggest you to do the same, or maybe to like mod the game or something. Uh, if you're having like trouble starting, then as many people have said before, just go for it. Really, that's probably what I would have said to myself like a few, not just a few, but like a long time ago. But I think that's gonna be it. I don't remember all the points I had to talk about. This video is probably already way too long for most people to watch. I think the average like, fucking what's it, attention span of like a YouTube viewer is like 8 minutes. So I'm also not gonna cut this. I don't want to waste time um, with video editing software. And I don't know, maybe a lot of people actually give a shit. Maybe maybe I can do something with it. Um, but I'm very doubtful. Like I said, I'm not very confident in most things. Um, and I can bet you, and I know this isn't a very good mentality, but I can bet you I could just go out somewhere and just talk to a random person and they could just do a better job than me, maybe. This is like a confidence issue, I guess. Those are pretty common, surprisingly enough. But for the small things I've done, I think I think I can be proud, and I think you too can make something interesting if you want to. You don't need like I know I think there's a lot of excuses maybe like with people saying oh I don't have an artist and I don't have money or something. Uh, just remake the game. Just remake any game. Fun fact: I started this with a Arknights remake. I tried to remake Arknights, and it went decently well. If I continued developing it, like I just developed Arknights, but um, but the thing was that actually I don't know why I stopped. I had done a bit of the pathfinding. It's not really pathfinding, but okay. I have done the range. I could deploy the units and things like that. I only had 2 units, Texas and Axia, and I had done the first skills of both of them. But I was busy developing the second skill of Texas, but I just kind of gave up at that point. I don't know why. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Um, but yeah, not even I know why I'm making this video. It's like a sort of compulsion thing. I just thought, maybe why not? And so here I am. I hope you found this decently interesting. Maybe you thought there's some potential in here. Maybe you thought this was a waste of time. Maybe you shouldn't have clicked on this video. I don't know. It's your fault, I guess. Maybe you're just really fucking annoyed at my voice. Maybe you thought this was gonna be a lot more. And like I said, trust me, everything up until WoW I have done. I just cannot show it here, right? And they all are functional. They're not just cosmetic. Um, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. We'll see if this recording makes sense. Okay, that's it. That's it. Goodbye. Bye bye, guys. Goodbye.